was freed for friends of the press. I heard a young woman was murdered.
Who told you that?
You just did.
Sonia Baker, a valued member of my staff, died this morning.
Congressman Collins. He's an old friend of yours, is that right?
Here in State of Play, you play a congressman. And in addition of being a very successful actor, writer, and director that you are, you've always been a long-time political activist. You namely supported John Kerry's campaign in 2004. Do you do this because as a celebrity you think it's important to take media attention to this, or is it a passion of yours?
You know, I'm interested in terms of politics. You know, I'm really interested in the world, how we're governed, how we treat one another, hoping that the world can continue to be improved. But it didn't really have anything to do with why I wanted to take this movie. The movie I wanted to get involved in because it was an extraordinary cast. I thought the script was well written, and I wanted to be, you know, part of what I hoped would be a really good movie.
They've got 56 cameras. There are 3 blind spots in the entire system, and Sonia Baker went down in one of them.
Come on, Cal, leave that alone.
Close your eyes. It's checking out your cell phone.
Did we just break the law?
Nope, that's what you call damn fine reporting.
What do you think is the biggest message we can take from this script?
Well, I don't know that there's any necessarily a message, but I do think, you know, that the movie deals with some themes and asks some questions and explores some ideas. Some of those include, you know, looking at the relationship between politics, the government, and the press. You know, these two sort of corrupt, semi-corrupt institutions that have a symbiotic relationship, oftentimes at loggerheads, and yet have this sort of wall of secrecy between them. Another is the competition within the press between traditional news and gossip, and the war for the public's attention between the two of them. Another is the sort of the way that the internet is slowly destroying newspapers and finding, you know, its role, you know, its sort of primal role in American and I think worldwide, you know, journalistic life.
How do you think that the media today and the new means of achieving news today are affecting the perspective of the Hollywood life and the Hollywood celebrity life?
I think what happens with more blogs and more attention, and there's just, you know, I think just generally speaking, somebody told me there's a new blog created once every 1.4 seconds. People want the next thing sort of quicker, and get a little bit more tawdry, you know, like once you got to the point where you were like seeing like naked shots of people, you know, you thought like, well, can't go much lower than this, and yet I'm sure it can. But ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, movies will be about the movies that people make, you know, and the rest of that stuff, I think, will largely be on the periphery.
This is as big and as connected as they get.